Hello dear students, my name is Aralan. I'm an English teacher and today we are going to talk about passive voice and also we will discuss about gadgets in our life. And the aim of the lesson to study new words connected with scientific and technological progress and to practice for talking about gadgets in our life. To develop students' speaking, reading, listening, and writing skills, to develop creativity, imagination, cognitive interest, and the ability to analyze and express their opinions, to bring up the interest to the new technology. Today's our new grammar theme is passive voice.
This lesson is about the passive voice. In this lesson, I'm going to show you when to use a passive and how to form a passive. So we're going to do it the other way round. I'm going to show you how to form a passive for every tense in the English language. Take a look at the following sentences. I have closed the door and the door has been closed by me. The first sentence is an active sentence. The second sentence is a passive sentence. Now usually we turn active sentences into passive sentences. So what we do is the object of the active sentence becomes the subject of the passive sentence. And the subject of the active sentence becomes the object of the passive sentence. So I has become me and the door has become the subject of the passive sentence. Now, when do we use a passive? I'm going to tell you some technicalities. Be not alarmed, the passive is not hard, but there are some things that you need to know. We use a passive when the subject of the verb, so in the example before, is more important than the person or thing carrying it out, the object. So in the example before, the door was more important than me closing it. The object of the passive form is usually left out because it's not important, or as in my example, it's preceded by the word by. When we want to change an active sentence into a passive, as I already said, the object of the active sentence becomes the subject of the passive sentence. The passive always needs to contain a form of the auxiliary verb to be and a past participle. Remember, the English language has regular and irregular verbs. So for the regular verbs, a past participle is made by adding ed to the base form of the verb, or we use its own unique form. So for instance, take, took, taken, that would be a past participle taken. Now the auxiliary verb takes the tense of the verb in the active sentence. So when we change an active sentence into a passive, we need to put the verb to be in the tense of the active sentence. The main verb in the active sentence is turned into a past participle. Now I don't hope that your head is spinning because it's really quite easy. I'll show you. So, we're going to turn an active present simple into a passive present simple. She buys tomatoes. Now remember, we're going to swap she and tomatoes around. So we're going to start with tomatoes. A passive is made by the verb to be and the past participle. So we need to pick the correct form of the verb to be for tomatoes, which is are here. So tomatoes are bought by her. Remember, buy, bought, bought. Another example, the present continuous. An active present continuous is they are taking down the police station. Now for the passive form, we need to maintain that continuous form, and that is quite hard. So we need either to use am, are, is, and then the continuous form, being, and the past participle. Don't forget to put in being into a continuous passive when your active sentence was a present continuous. You have to maintain that. You can't swap tenses. The police station is being taken down. So please note that we've put the police station into the slot of the subject in the passive sentence. And it's not important by whom. So the police station is being taken down. So again, don't forget to put in being.
Here is given formation of passive voice in different tenses. Okay, now let's talk about gadgets or new technologies in our life. First of all, let's identify what is gadget. Gadget is a small mechanical device or an appliance. Okay, now I wanna ask, what gadgets do people use? In order to answer to this question, we must learn new words. A camera, a dishwasher, a fax machine, a sewing machine, a computer, a TV set, a vacuum cleaner, a DVD player, a mobile phone, a calculator, an alarm clock, a mower, a video phone, a microwave oven. Okay, now tell me please, what can you say about these pictures? Yeah, there are a lot of different gadgets in our life. They make everything easier. You can find any information or location very quickly. They also have different applications. We can shop, take photos, and be in touch with everybody all the time. Now, it's very difficult to imagine our life without cell phones or computers and without gadgets. However, there are some drawbacks. Children became lazier because they don't have to think much. Everything is done and can be found in the internet. Besides that, their health is becoming worse because they spend much time playing games. That's very bad for their eyes. But I think everybody should have a cell phone because it can help in difficult situations. For example, parents can know where their children are and that they can be used in emergency situations, also when people need help. That's why I have this gadget with me all the time. Even right now, we are learning with the help of gadgets. Okay, here is you can see reasons why cell phones are bad for your health. So it hinders sleep, increases stress, raises heart problems, and impairs hearings, causes poor vision, and so on. Here is given some useful internet abbreviations. Try to learn. Can you read this message? Let's read it together. A. I miss you, mate. Long time no see. How are you? B. Oh, I'm fine. I miss you too. How is your sister? A. My sister is okay. She's on a date today. B. I see. That's great. It's getting late. We should go before it gets dark. I hope I will see you later. Maybe tomorrow. Here is given text about internet. Read and try to find more information. Okay, now let's revise our theme. What did you understand? Let's see. Try to answer to the given questions.